All right, people, today we're back with yet another viral recipe. This time we're doing the Longhorn Parmesan Crusted Lamb Chops. You've probably seen this all over TikTok. Today I'm going to show you how to make it happen at home. Meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen. All right, folks, we got the viral sensation here. I'm not sure what that is. Very cheesy. Let's see what we got. What is that? I'm going to dip it. Y'all wish me luck. I'm not sure what that is. I'll give it like a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Solid. Let's see if we can do better at home. First things first, people, you need yourself a nice rack of lamb. So today we have a beautifully trimmed rack of lamb, which I appreciate because a lot of times they'll leave all the fat and trimmings on there and then charge you extra for stuff that you could just discard anyway. So find yourself a reputable butcher that's not going to try to get over on you. Shout out to Wegmans for doing the right thing here. We got them Frenched. They're trimmed of all the excess fat. They're perfect and ready to go. All you got to do is get a nice sharp knife and run it between each individual bone or chop to separate them. All right, so for the seasoning on the lamb, we're going to keep it pretty simple because there's a lot of flavor components that's going into this recipe. Ranch dressing, cheese, Parmesan, crusted breadcrumbs, all that good stuff. So you don't want to overdo it. We're going to keep it simple. Lamb pairs beautifully with lemon. So we are going to go ahead and hit this with some lemon juice first. And then after the lemon juice, we're going to hit it with a little olive oil. And just get in there with your hands, kind of move that around a little bit, make sure that it's evenly coated. A little olive oil, a little lemon, get the party started. And then we're going down with the simple application of all-purpose seasoning. You can hit it with some salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, you know, cayenne if you want to spice it up a little bit. Or just keep it real simple with salt and pepper is fine too. But this is my all-purpose blend that I pretty much use as the foundation or base layer of seasoning on most things. So lamb is no different. Get in there. Just a nice light application of ranch seasoning going on the lamb chops. Ranch seasoning has a tendency to kind of clump up on you, so if you need to use your hands, no big deal. And then just rub it in. Make sure it's adequately coated on all sides. Do this on a paper plate or something like a cutting board, that way you don't lose any of your seasoning. Make sure the fat cap is seasoned adequately as well. And then we're ready to sear these bad boys. All right, guys, so next up is the cheese mixture, which is going to be mixed with the ranch dressing. Today I have provolone cheese and shaved Parmesan. So we're going to go ahead and cube up the provolone cheese, which is going to melt nicely, nice mild but delicious flavor. Keep it nice and simple. About a half cup of provolone, half cup of Parmesan, and a half cup of the ranch. Then we're going to add a little bit of garlic and herb seasoning to the party as well. Because why the hell not, right? It's going to taste good. Garlic and herb pairs beautifully with lamb as well. So we're just going to break up the chunks here. Make sure we get even distribution. And then we'll add in our Parmesan and our ranch seasoned to taste. And that's what's going to go on the seared lamb chop prior to the breadcrumb topping before it goes in the oven to finish. Let me know what you'll pair this up with. For me, I'd like it with some mashed potatoes or mac and cheese, a little vegetable, something like broccolini, bacon Brussels sprouts, something like that. Nice, quick and easy weeknight dinner option here. Probably way better than what they're serving up at Longhorn. There's the provolone cheese. In comes the good quality shaved Parmesan. We'll add all of that in there. Don't be shy about it. Next up, half cup of ranch dressing. Use whatever your favorite brand is. I got Hidden Valley in the pantry. That's what we're using today. And then a little garlic butter and herb seasoning. And some AP. Fold that together. That's going on in lamb chop. So this originally started with the Parmesan crusted chicken from Longhorn. I'm assuming one of the chefs got the wild idea to add it to the lamb chops. And it's going viral all over the place on social media. All right, people, next up is the panko topping. For that, we need a half stick of butter, 1 cup of panko, and I like to add a little lemon zest because it's going to brighten things up. Lemon pairs beautifully with lamb, like I said earlier, and it's going to be the top layer, so it's going to give you a nice little flavor pop when you bite into that lamb. No juice, just the zest. 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. We're going to eyeball it, measure with your heart, and then whisk that in, and then we're going to top the lamb with that. A little pinch of salt's not going to hurt here either, because again, it's going to be that final coat on top of the lamb chop. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it with just a pinch of salt, just to make sure we're seasoned throughout. And there we go. We got some buttery panko breadcrumbs that we're going to use to top the lamb chops. Beautiful texture, nice little crunch, and it's going to have some flavor. All right, so we're going to warm our skillet over medium-high heat, hit it with some avocado oil. I like avocado oil for this application because it has a high smoke point, about 500 degrees, which is perfect for high temperature cooking, like searing meat like we're doing today with the lamb chops. A couple tablespoons of avocado oil, enough to coat the bottom of the skillet. We're going to let it get up to not quite smoky. We don't want it to be smoking hot. We want it to be warm enough to get a good crust, good sear. Let it warm up maybe a minute or two. Once your skillet's nice and hot, go ahead and add your chops. I like to press down to make sure they're making good surface area contact with that skillet. That way you know you're going to get a nice crust and sear on the lamb. All right, guys, we got our oven preheated to 400 degrees. We got some perfectly seared lamb chops here. And now we're going to top it with our ranch and cheese mixture, which I taste tested off to the side, and it's delicious. I wish I had a cracker, because I would definitely have me a little snack. Cheese mixture with the ranch on top of the lamb chop. Then we're going to top that with the buttery panko that we hit with the lemon zest and a pinch of salt. This is coming together nicely. I can see why it's going viral. Also, if you're one of those people that think lamb tastes gamey or you don't like the taste of lamb that much, this is a great place to start because all these additional flavors are going to kind of mask a lot of that. So if you're one of those folks, this recipe is for you. If you're trying to get into lamb, this is a good introduction right here. Boom. Topped with the cheese. Next comes the panko breadcrumbs with extra butter, the way the good Lord intended. I'm gonna get in there with just my hands on this one. Just make sure that it's crusted nicely. Don't be shy. It's gonna get golden brown and beautiful, nice and crispy. We'll garnish this up with a little parsley or diced chive. You got yourselves a fantastic lamb chop. This could even be served as like an appetizer. You've got a party and you love the people enough to serve them lamb chop as an appetizer, then this would be a nice little one bite, especially with these little lamb chops we got today from Wegmans. This must have been the little lamb that Mary was talking about, because these are kind of small, but going to be good. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and plate this up family style on a platter. Again, this can be served as an appetizer or a main course, steakhouse style with your side dishes. Let everybody serve themselves. This is the part where I say, brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. The only thing left to do is dig in for the taste test. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, let me find my victim here. I'm going to go for you back here. Damn, that looks good. Here we go, folks. Wow. Gotta give that a try.
And she smells good too.
Save some for my wife now.
I don't even want these.
Makes sense?
You know something good when you start beating on the table, making a beat, making a song about it.